1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Salman Tahir. First, the headlines. Meeting of Federal Cabinet with Prime Minister in the chair is underway in Islamabad. President and Prime Minister have called for focusing on mitigating the impacts of climate change through effective coordination. Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan has expressed solidarity with the victims of 2005 earthquake. Special Investment Facilitation Council is providing full support to government to discover new petroleum reserves. And now the news in detail. A meeting of Federal Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is underway in Islamabad. It is discussing overall situation of the country. National Resilience Day is being observed across the country today to express solidarity with the victims of 2005 earthquake. In their separate messages on the occasion, President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have called for focusing on mitigating the impacts of climate change through effective coordination and construction of climate-resilient infrastructure. In his messages, the President stressed the need to educate the people about the disaster risk management and mitigation and actively engage the communities to promote a culture of disaster preparedness. He said, amid the catastrophe of 2005 earthquake, our nation displayed an unparalleled spirit of resilience and unity and generously helped the affected people. In his message on the occasion, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said, the day is a motivation for us to embrace the best practices and implement policies and strategies in various sectors aimed at fortifying our nation's resilience. He said, Pakistan is facing an immense impact of climate change despite not being responsible for it. Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Engineer Amir Maqam, has said the government will continue to take more effective measures for making Pakistan a disaster-free country. In his message on the occasion of National Resilience Day, he expressed solidarity with the victims of devastating earthquake of 2005 October. The minister lauded the exemplary role played by the institutions engaged in the national reconstruction following the earthquake. In Azad Jammu and Kashmir, the National Resilience Day is also being observed today to express solidarity with the victims of 2005 devastating earthquake. The day dawned with special prayers in mosques for high ranks of the martyrs, the prosperity and development of Pakistan, and the early liberation of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Following the blowing of siren, 1 minute silence was observed at all district headquarters at 8:52 a.m. to pay respect to the martyrs. Quran Khani, prayer ceremonies, documentary shows depicting events of the miseries, pictorial exhibitions, awareness walks, candle vigils, seminars and speech contests are being held in all districts of the state. All three stations of Azad Kashmir Radio are broadcasting documentaries and discussions on the observance of the day. Special Investment Facilitation Council is providing full support to the government to discover new petroleum reserves. In this regard, Oil and Gas Development Company Limited and China's Central Depository and Clearing Company have signed a memorandum of understanding to develop Pakistan's shale and tight gas potential. OGDCL has already invested $30 million to tap the shale gas reserves to meet the country's energy needs. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, President National Conference Farooq Abdullah says Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's upcoming visit to Pakistan for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a good step. In a media interview in Srinagar, he expressed hope that the trip will improve ties between the two nations. Farooq Abdullah urged Pakistan and India to work towards peace and prosperity rather than animosity and tragedy. The National Emergencies Operations Center has issued an early alert regarding a developing low-pressure system in the Arabian Sea, which has the potential to transform into a tropical storm. The system is currently positioned near the Lakshadweep Valley and is expected to move northwestward. Early forecasts suggest the possibility of landfall along the Pakistani coastline in the third week of current month, depending on its trajectory and intensity. In the second day of the first cricket test of three-match series against England in Multan, Pakistan were 413 for 6 a short while ago. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.